here we are. So I'm really excited to be here with you today because PacKit was officially released 2 weeks ago at the App Manage event from Utrecht, from the Netherlands. And for those of you that couldn't attend in person, we wanted to make sure you didn't miss out. So here we are with this webinar. Hosting this session felt like the next logical step, especially after the positive feedback that we received during the session presentation and the booth. So whether you are here for the first time, we're really happy to show you what it's all about PacKit. Before we get started, I'd like to have a quick poll to get a sense where everyone's at. So how many of you have tried PacKit before this presentation? So let me share a bit more about PacKit. So what makes PacKit truly special is that it's brought to you by the same team behind the Advanced Installer, a name many of you already trust. Now with PacKit, we're bringing the same expertise into a new space, bridging the gap between packaging and deployment. But what's most important, so PacKit isn't just an extension of Advanced Installer, it's a brand new tool to handle modern deployment challenges. PacKit offers support and features that are exclusive to the tool, things you won't find the Advanced Installer today. We don't have any plans for adding them there. So when you use PacKit, you not just only benefit from a fresh approach to deployment, but you also have the chance, you also have the backing of a proven team. And if you face any challenges or need any support, you can rely on the same level of expertise you've come to expect from the Advanced Installer team. The agenda for today, basically we'll go with an introduction for PacKit. We will go to some of the challenges we're facing during the application deployment. We'll dive to the key features, and of course, with a live demo following our future roadmap and the Q&A session at the end. So let's get started. Basically, PacKit is a user-centric Windows installer tool designed specifically to address the challenges many of us face in application packaging and deployment. The main goal of PacKit is to streamline application package management. We know how complex and time-consuming this task can be, and PacKit is here to simplify and automate that process. At its core, PacKit provides a centralized platform for post-packaging configuration and deployment. This means you can handle all your packages needs in one place. No need to jump between multiple different tools or any manual steps that is still involved in your workflow currently. With PacKit, we're looking at a tool built to reduce error and save time. Basically, that will only improve the overall efficiency. When it comes to application deployment, the road from packaging to delivery is far from straightforward. One of the biggest challenges when it comes to deployment, it's handling the diversity of application packages. Each application might have its own unique requirements, dependencies, configuration. We all know how it's all about. The complexity only increases when you add different software packages, whatever it's an MSI, it's an EXE, or maybe a more specialized format. In many deployment scenario, teams are still relying on manual configuration to get application ready for deployment. This might involve writing custom scripts, setting up silent command lines, preparing packages for tools like Intune or Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager. These manual steps are not just time consuming, but also prone to human errors, which can lead to delays during the deployment. Inconsistent deployment scripts are another significant issue. Even a small mistake, maybe a misspelled command line, we know how everything can go wrong. So maintaining consistency in deployment script is crucial, but can be difficult when every package requires custom handling. So what exactly PacKit? PacKit, it's a centralized hub for post-packaging tasks that bridges the gap between the application packaging and deployment. It streamlined the process by providing the tools and integrations that simplify and automate many of the manual steps involved in deployment. A good news is that being a new tool, PacKit quickly adapts to your needs. So your feedback is valuable. And we're committed to incorporate it swiftly to enhance functionality and meet your specific requirements. So let's take a look at the key features for PacKit. So first of all, it offers project-based workspace. That means you will have a workspace where you will find all the packages that you worked so far. This workspace can be shared between multiple members of the team, which also facilitate collaboration. Other than this, we have the PowerShell App Deploy Toolkit integration. That means you can wrap a package directly from package. No need for you to copy the template, manually updating the script for deployment, and so you can simply use the package for that, and we'll show you right away what the integration means. Of course, we have the Winget integration, which allows you to add a package directly from the Winget gallery. And there is the Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager and Intune integration. We'll go through each one of the key features of PacKit right away. So I mentioned the standout features of PacKit, which is the project-based workspace. Basically, this workspace allows you to organize your application packages by specific. Imagine being able to group all the packages you need for a particular deployment in one place. Whether you are generating Intunewin files, you are deploying directly to Intune or wrapping them with PowerShell, you can manage all of them from PacKit. But it doesn't stop here. PacKit also gives you a full project history. That means at any time you can open your workspace, see what has been done, and go exactly where you left things. So the project-based workspace facilitate collaboration and visibility. And as you can see, we are planning to improve even more the current functionality that we offer. So for example, collaboration currently means that multiple members of the team can work on the same workspace, but not all at the same time. So concurrent collaboration is something that we plan to add at a later time. We have the PowerShell App Deploy Toolkit integration. So this is another key features of PacKit, basically simplifying the install command line. With this functionality, you are able to provide the silent command lines for a package, which will be later be used for creating the wrapper, the package wrapped with the PowerShell App Deploy Toolkit. It can be later be used for generating the Intunewin file, and we can see that this command line will be carried on when generating multiple packages. We have the mentioned PowerShell App Deploy Toolkit integration. Basically, for a package, you can wrap it with the PowerShell with just a single click. The default deployment script that is being generated can be further customized, and we'll explore how the script looks like during the demo. Basically, PacKit automatically generate the PowerShell script for you, pulling the relevant metadata from the package. The script is ready to be used right off the gate. Through you still have the option to tweak if needed. This means less time writing scripts and more time getting things done. I guess most of you might have a template that you are using and you are copying this template for each package. I know that I've used this approach for a long time, but with PacKit I'm saving so much time. We also have the Intunewin file generation. So that allows you to generate the Intunewin file directly from PacKit. No need to go with the command line. We know it's straightforward, but it's repetitive, and you can easily make mistakes when using command line and generating manually the Intunewin file and so on. We have the Microsoft Endpoint Configuration and Intune integration. Basically allows you to directly upload the package from the package. So once you generated the Intune file, you also have the possibility to upload it in the Intune server. So PacKit handles the upload step for you, but not the actual deployment. So for the deployment, you would go from the Intune server, but we allow you to customize the deployment, and we'll see right away what is all about. And we have an overview of the application that was uploaded, and of course, if the operation was successful, and some logging. We plan to improve even more this logging, and currently we are working for the app assignment, which is expected to come very soon in the official release of PacKit. And we have the Winget integration. Basically, with PacKit, you can add a package to the workspace either from the disk. You have a package on your local disk and you add it to the workspace, or you can add a package through the Winget gallery, and you can select the package, and the more customization will be available soon. Okay, so it's the demo time. For those that haven't tried PacKit, this is how it looks. Basically, here I have a workspace with some application that I've defined. And let's see if we were for the first time users of PacKit, how this would look like. So I am able to load an existing workspace, and it's the one that I currently have, or I have the option to create a new workspace. Basically, the workspace represents the project that contains all the information stored in the project. So let's say create a new workspace. Okay, let's quickly select a folder and save the project. Currently, we don't have any applications. And now we can add an application either selecting the files from the disk or from the catalog, where we have the Winget integration. So let's select the file from the disk. Okay, we have a list of the local apps that I have saved on my machine, and I can choose to add the package. We allow you to add, as you can see, MSI, EXE packages, Intunewin files, MSIX packages, Apex. So all the supported packages are here. Let me add the notepad. Okay. So we have the metadata that we extract from the package. You can further customize the metadata. There are some small changes that we've done on PacKit, but since they are not currently available in the official release, I'm using the very same version that is available for download. Okay, I have the package right here. It's an EXE package. I see the version, the install command lines. So for MSI packages, we are able to automatically extract the install command line. We'll see that right away when we'll add an MSI package. But for EXE packages, you may need to provide the command line. So for Notepad, that will be the as command line. Basically, we plan to improve our support for EXE packages. We can A good suggestion that we had at the App Manage event presentation was to take a look at the tool that was being used to generate the EXE package, and this way we can take a look of the tool that was used to generate the package, and we can suggest a default command line which you can further customize. Same with the uninstall command line. So currently we don't have the uninstall command line for EXE packages, but we'll improve this. Not just suggesting the install command line, but for the moment, you will have to manually provide the uninstall command line for the Notepad. And for example, for Notepad, we have the option to generate the Intune file. We have the option to wrap it with a PowerShell. and upload to the Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager. So let's generate the Intune Win file. Okay, we are asked where we want to save. So let's generate. Okay, PacKit automatically opened the output folder for the location where the Intune Win file was generated. But at any given time, we can select from the tree, we can select the Intune Win file, and from the context menu, we can say open folder. So there is no need for us to remember where all the packages were generated and so on. Directly from PacKit, we can say, okay, open folder. Perfect. Now we want to test the Intune upload. And for this, I will upload the notepad to the Intune server. Okay. I need to select an account. Yes. And provide the password. So currently the package is being uploaded. And if the upload is successful, then we should see a log message telling us that the upload is successful and giving us the possibility to view the file directly in the Intune. Now, when it comes to the Intune deployment, we have the option to provide some, okay, so upload to Intune was successful and we have the date and time. For the package customization, currently you can select the operating system architecture. You can select the minimum operating system. And currently we are working for the app assignment. That's something we are working on. So you will be able to provide app assignment directly from the packet. And of course, more functionalities to be added in PacKit based on the feedback that we receive from you guys. Okay, so let me open the Intune. Okay, here it is. Perfect. Let's go to the apps section. As mentioned before, PacKit does not handle the deployment. It will only make the package available in the list of applications. And of course, I have the notepad. It's a single application. And I can go through the properties, and I see that we carry on the install command line. So that means there is no need for you to customize it. But more than that, we have the operating system architecture and the minimum operating system. And as mentioned before, we will add functionality for group for assignment directly in PacKit. But this is something we're currently working on, and it will be available very soon in PacKit. Great. So I have the option to generate the Intune Win file, but one of the features, I know some of you are working with the PowerShell App Deploy Toolkit, so you can wrap quickly a package with the PowerShell. So simply use the wrap with the PowerShell, and we will generate the deployment script for you, extracting the metadata for you in the package. So as before, PacKit automatically opens the output folder, but you can also open the folder from the text editor, from the context menu. And this is very useful in case, let's say you want to further customize the deployment. Let's say you need to add other files that should be together deployed with your initial package. So simply add those files here, and they will be deployed wrapped with the PowerShell. So and I have the option to generate the Intune Win file for the PowerShell template that was generated. And more than that, I have the possibility to customize the deployment script that was generated. So opening the editor allows us to see the deployment script. As mentioned before, we extract the metadata. So currently we are populating the installation phase. We see right here. and the uninstall for the application. But we received a request for populating the pre-installed section, so we should add functionality, predefined functionality for searching if there is any version with a lower version than the current that is being wrapped. And in case it is, we should try to trigger the uninstall. So that's something we will add in a future version of PacKit. We are working on this to improve the default script that we're generating, so that you don't have to do this step. I'm not sure how many of you are doing it, but this is something we can provide support. I have the script. I can further customize the deployment script. I can add other files, and at the very end I can say, okay, I want to generate the Intunewin file for this package as well. Great. So we've seen how we've added an EXE package from the disk. Let's add an MSI package, because for the MSI packages, okay, let's wrap directly the packet MSI. So as mentioned before, we automatically populate the install command line, and we extract the product code. That means we are able to generate the uninstall command when wrapping the file with the PowerShell. So no need for you to provide the uninstall command line, the silent switches. For MSI, we are able to do this automatically. Let's say that you have an MSI file which also requires additional customization. So maybe it requires a transform file. That's something it's quite common for MSI packages. So transform and provide the path to the transform file. Maybe you want to pass MSI properties, then you can add them in the install command line, and we will carry on the command line when generating the PowerShell deployment script, or when generating the Intune file. So if we're wrapping this with PowerShell, and if we open the editor, we can quickly see how the command line that we provided for the MSI was automatically passed to the deployment script. So there is no need to go with this manually. So this is a great functionality that we provide with PacKit. So far, we've added an MSI from the disk. We added an EXE package. We've seen how we are able to generate some strong defaults, but which we can further customize based on your specific needs. And we also have the option to add files from the catalog. Basically, this is where we have the Winget integration. And now I am able to select one of the predefined packages that we have here. This will be a list with the most used packages. So for example, let's take the Mozilla Firefox. I am able to select a specific version that I want to add. Of course, we have the install and uninstall command line. Right now, Mozilla Firefox will be downloaded and added to my workspace. That means I can generate for the package that I've added. I have the install command lines. I have the uninstall command line. When it comes to the uninstall command lines, we have the winget uninstall commands, which are working well. It doesn't need the package to be installed via the winget. The very same command line can be used to trigger the Mozilla Firefox uninstallation on a machine, even if the original setup was not installed through the winget. Okay. And we are able to generate the Intunewin file. Okay, it will be okay, it didn't take that long. I was expecting. And as you can see, for the Intune file, I have already the install command line and uninstall command line. Of course, I can customize the operating system and the minimum operating system that will be automatically populated when uploading the package in the Intunewin server in the Intune, as we've seen with Notepad before. Now let's add another package, because here we just see a short list of most used packages, but I can say, okay, advanced installer, and search. I have it right here. As mentioned before, I can add a specific version. And right now, uh, the application is being downloaded and it will be added to my workspace. This workspace I can open at any given time and continue my work. So if you have more packages, you don't you need, you know exactly where you left off. That's very important. And more than that, there can be multiple members of the team working on the same workspace. So it can be shared on a network location or a SharePoint drive, something like that. So you can collaborate on the workspace. But remember, currently we don't support concurrent editing. That means you should not work at the same time. That being said, let's go back to the to our presentation. Let's take a look of our roadmap. So PacKit, it's new, but that means we are looking to get your feedback, and more than that, you are able to shape the roadmap of PacKit. We'd love to hear your feedback. We want to make sure we're building the features that will have the most impact for you and for your organization. Feel free to suggest any features that you are looking to see in PacKit. So the benefits for your organization when using PacKit. First of all, it's a quick and easy installation. It's a simple MSI. It does not require any special tools, any SQL database or something like that that needs to be installed on the target machine. No, it's that easy. We focus on implementing only features that matters. We provide integration with the Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager and Intune, and more than that, you will have an excellent support team. Of course, with the instant access to the Winget gallery, you can see the command line and silent switches for the packages that you might have. And we are only planning to add more functionality and new features in PacKit. Thank you for your attention. Now I would like to open the floor for any questions that you may have. So feel free to ask. I'm here to help.
Do we provide any logo or other kind of branding support for the PowerShell App Deployment Toolkit integration in PacKit? At the moment, this is not supported, but we plan to be part of our improvements over the last quarter of this year. So in this quarter, we've already received a huge amount of feedback on with regards to our PowerShell App Deployment Toolkit integration, and custom templates are on our to-do list, along with branding and another few options. So in the next few months, once we finish the next release that will include the support for app assignments and update notifications, we'll start adding more features for the PowerShell App Deployment Toolkit. Any idea when multi-user support will be added in PacKit?
I think they refer to the concurrent editing of the workspace.
Most probably, yeah. So at the moment, this is a project which cannot be edited concurrently by multiple users. Yes, you can store the project on your network drive, and other colleagues can open and reuse it, but not at the same time. Otherwise, you'll have conflicts. So basically, the last one that works on the project will overwrite it, if that's the case. But depending on the user feedback and how important this feature is for you, and the workflows that we see our users adopting with PacKit, we might increase the priority in the next year. So definitely we'll have to tackle this in 2025. As I said, it's not on the short-term roadmap, so it's at the moment we don't plan to start working on this in the first part of 2025 because we have other things that we need to finish and improve on that PowerShell App Deployment Toolkit integration and application patching. But depending on this is together with the support for multi-tenant, a better integration for multi-tenant administration are on our radar, and depending on the feedback that we get, will increase priority for it. There is another question that you probably noticed too, but it's not clear for me. It says, will the MSI properties be checked for rubbish? Do you think it refers to invalid characters in the property value, or
Could be. So we are not checking the properties. Basically, we are getting the command line as it is. So we are not passing the MSI to go through to the properties table and see if the property that is being set can be found there or something like that. I'm not sure if this was the answer you've expecting.
yeah? So if something that we were explaining here is not clear enough, just email us at
Yeah.
support@advancedinstalller.com. Or just fill out a form on the getpackit.com website.
Okay, we already have a confirmation, Robin. Thank you. So yeah, we are getting the command line as you provide. We are not making any checks on the MSI to see if the property that is being passed is defined in the MSI or it makes sense and so on. Yeah, maybe we should make some checkings because providing passing a private property will not make any sense. So yeah, that's a good suggestion for you. That's something we might look at. I recommend you to try the package. For those that haven't tried yet, it's free. All the features and functionality that we've seen during the webinar, it's available, and you can try it out right away to see how it can help you in your packaging schedule. And for any suggestions that you have to improve the workflow, or if something is not done properly, then feel free to make a suggestion. We'd love to hear your feedback because we want to develop only features that matters, only functionality that you guys really need. We don't want to reinvent the wheel. We only want to make it feel more natural, better. Okay, thank you guys. Have a good day. Bye.